you guys hear me? All right, just so you know how this works. Okay? Presenter's going to come up to the podium. If you are an award winner, you're going to come up to this side. Okay? You and that presenter are then going to kind of take a little step, pretty much where I am, look at that camera for a second or two. They will then get pictures off the video. Make sense? Okay? Then you will return to your seat. Okay? Pretty cool. When in doubt, just do what the person in front of you did. I gave him the heads up once. We're all walking up, right? Beautiful. I don't even know if it's on. Oh, it's on. This is live. This is live. Mic is live. We have a hot mic. It looks like it needs to be more brighter. The lights need to be more. We see the case.
Good evening. Welcome to the Senior Awards for the class of 2022. You guys look great, extra bright, extra sunburn. Before we get started, I'd like to offer a special thanks to Miss Fran Smith and her NutriServe team for providing our meal in the cafeteria today. I think it was a wonderful opportunity for us to bring our Sterling family on campus here, and they did a fantastic job. So if I can give one for them. I want to thank our NHS students for helping serve. I would like to thank Mrs. Robin Considine and Miss Linda Giambri as they led their guidance team in providing all of the pieces of this event and making it possible. Thank you very much. In attendance tonight, we have our board president, Mr. Bill Hiltner, and board member, Mrs. Vicki Berkeley. I'd like to thank the entire Board of Education for their support. As we begin, I'm going to introduce Mr. Matt Sheehan for our opening remarks. Superintendent.
Thank you. I'd just like to give a little disclaimer before I start here. If you see any of the students fall asleep, it's not for the content or the duration of my speech. We had a hypnotist today. Some of the words may cue them to nod off. So that's my opener. All right, so hey, tonight, people do not decide their futures. They decide their habits, and their habits decide their futures. So just think about that. You know, in your mind, I'm thinking of people like Steph Curry, Mr. Claiborne, Mrs. Johnson, who's our Teacher of the Year, our distinguished guest tonight, Dr. Backinson. These people have great habits. They may not have known what they wanted to do in high school, but those habits will carry you through. The students being honored here tonight have great habits. They have set goals, committed to those goals, managed their time, set high standards for themselves. These students have no regrets. And I can tell you, in 30 years of education, I've never had a single student come to me at the end of the year and say, you know what I regret? I regret doing too much while I was in high school. Well, I certainly hope that these students can say that same thing. There's no regrets. They did a great job. I hope that all the time and sacrifices were worth it. Remember, the commitment, time management skills, and the quality of your work are now your habits. Be a creature of your habits, and your habits will decide your future. Thank you to the parents, guardians, and families who created, shaped, supported, and oftentimes tolerated these habits. Without your effort and care, your student may not be here today to be honored. Special thanks to the Board of Education, the admin, the staff, boosters, community groups, and alumni for their awards tonight. I can assure you that the recognition that the students receive here tonight is well-deserved and much appreciated by the students and their parents. Finally, to the class of 2022 award winners, congratulations. Enjoy the night as we celebrate you and your classmates. Well done. At this time, I'd like to introduce to the stage here Mr. Bill Hiltner, Board President.
Each passing year, it gets a little harder and harder getting up those steps, but I made it. It is both an honor and a pleasure and a privilege to introduce the Outstanding Alumni Achiever for 2022, Dr. Thomas Backinson, MD. When Mrs. Considine sent me his resume, I thought one of two things has to happen here. Either I have to talk real fast, or B, I'm going to have to cut some of these achievements out because I couldn't possibly do it. So I'm going to do a little bit of both here. Thomas graduated as the valedictorian of the class of '93. Among other things, he played 3 sports, cross-country, basketball, and tennis. Member of the National Honor Society, president of the senior class. What did I miss? That's about it on that. Graduated in '93, went on to West Point, where he graduated in '97, and then went on to get his medical degree at Jefferson Hospital in Philadelphia in '01. From there, he went career military, And I'm going to just skip to the meat and potatoes here because this is almost impossible to do. But Tommy did it. He was given the following awards during his tenure in the United States Army. The Meritorious Service Medal, and I was sure hoping he'd wear his uniform tonight because you could see all these things. But Tommy's kind of modest, so he didn't do it. Joint Commendation Medal, Army Commendation Medal, Army Achievement Medal, National Defense Service Medal, NATO Medal, Global War on Terrorism Ribbon, Overseas Service Ribbon, Army Service Ribbon, Army Superior Unit Award, Meritorious Unit Commendation, Afghanistan Campaign Ribbon, Iraqi Campaign Medal, the Bronze Star Medal, amazing, Bronze Star Medal, and Legion of Merit Award. Tommy is married to Brooke. They have 2 sons, 6 and 7. They are in the process of moving to Bowling Green, Kentucky, where he will be joining a clinic and private practice. But we are just so happy to have him back here. He is one of the most distinguished alumni I can recall us ever honoring. Colonel Thomas Backinson, MD, please come up. I might also say I was his coach.
Coach and guidance counselor, I think, too, so I'll throw some credit towards Coach Hiltner. It's, I can't see anyone. It's really an honor to be named given the Achievement Award. I want to thank Coach Hiltner, everyone on the board, and everyone here at the school. It's not only for me, but Team Backinson, which includes my parents, my brothers, sisters, my brother Jim's with me this evening, and my wife Brooke and our 2 boys Henry and Benjamin. They've been along for the ride. My parents and siblings for the whole time, and my wife and kids. They've slogged through here for the last 21 years in the Army, following me all over the place. So anything I've done is really a credit to them as well. Congratulations to all the graduates, your achievements, and to your families, friends, teachers, all the folks who've supported you all over the last 4 years and your accomplishments. Congratulations to all of you as well. I'm going to make a promise to you all. I'm going to try not to be too long. This is y'all's night, so I don't want to infringe on that any more than I need to. But I was told I needed to make some remarks, so if you'll indulge me for a few minutes. But my promise, I'll try to do it as quick as possible, and I'll try to make it as least boring as I can, hopefully for you all, so we can get to the good part of the evening. It's hard. I kind of struggled a bit with what to say tonight. One, I'm a little surprised. I don't know what qualifies me to get into the Achiever Award. Especially it's especially humbling to think the thousands and thousands of folks who've graduated from Sterling over the last several decades. So to be named tonight's really humbling as well. My remarks, if you'll indulge me, I was just going to tell a quick story about a friend of mine named Pete. Pete's a real guy. Pete's actually his name. And he and I were classmates at the military academy. Pete grew up in upstate New York, outside Syracuse, and kind of similar, I could say a lot of the same sort of things Coach Hiltner was nice enough to say about me a few minutes ago. Pete was the president of his class, National Honor Societies, captain of the lacrosse team, was recruited for D1 lacrosse to several schools, but chose the military academy as his route. From a very typical family, 2 sisters. I think he was the youngest of them, but nice guy. And I was fortunate enough to meet him on our very first day there, which if you're not familiar, that first day you do basic training that first summer. So I graduated on Friday night from here in '93, and I started on Monday morning, 3 days later, and Pete was one of the guys I met on day one. And that first day is kind of trying a bit. It's kind of a shock. You get up early, you get there, they say you have 30 seconds to say goodbye to your family, and then they remove you from everyone. They shave your head, they give you a bunch of stuff, they march you around. There's people yelling at you all day long. It's a bit of a shock, I think, to most young adults when you get there. And Pete was in my squad. There were 9 of us, and you're running around all day long, and you get to the end of the day, and most of us are pretty worn out. But I recall it was the first time the 9 of us were together in one room, and we're all introducing ourselves, getting to know each other, and most of us you were just wiped out. So yeah, we're kind of sizing each other up. It's a whole group of like type A sort of folks, and I distinctly recall Pete. Pete had a big cheery smile on his face. He's like, "Oh, this is gonna be awesome! Like we're all gonna get to know each other. We're all gonna be best friends." And then he's saying, "I wish we were getting to know each other. I wish we were playing golf, though. I love to play golf." And he put a bunch of tent poles together, and he went back to do a golf swing, and promptly broke a light fixture on the ceiling. And then we all got in trouble, and it was kind of an introduction to him. But that was the first day that we met, and then through the summer, and then he and I ended up being roommates for the first 3 semesters while we were there. Fantastic guy, and but throughout the course of it, Pete played lacrosse, and he enjoyed himself, which is not a place that people really typically enjoy, but that was kind of his personality of sorts. And unfortunately, he maybe didn't pay quite as much attention to the schoolwork part, and he failed a couple of classes our freshman year, and then he failed 2 classes the first semester our sophomore year, and he promptly got kicked out for academic purposes. And so I lost a roommate, and I lost kind of a friend that day. And but life went on. We kind of kept doing our thing, and later on, we kind of wondered what was going on with Pete. And it wasn't like today. There's no Facebook. There really wasn't a whole lot of internet or much anything back in 1993. And but later we kind of tried to keep track, and later I found out he actually had started at Cornell. He was at the hotel business school there in Cornell. And then a couple years later, kind of tracking back down again, he was managing a hotel in Beverly Hills. And then tracking down a couple years after that, and Pete had started his own restaurant development company, and is now a very, very successful restaurateur and entrepreneur. He's been on the Food Network and a variety of other places. And if anyone deserves an Alumni Achievement Award, it's probably him now. And has gone on to really great success, probably one of my conventionally most successful friends of mine. And so I think his story is, why do I tell you his story tonight? And it's certainly by no means is it to extol failing out of college or something. I would advise against that probably most of the time. Worked out for Pete, but most of the time it's probably not the way to go. But there's a couple things I really admired of him. So Pete made lemonade out of lemons better than anyone else I know. And if I can guarantee anything to you all tonight, it's down the road, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 29 years from now, when one of you maybe is accepting the Alumni Achievement Award, hopefully. I can guarantee you will not be the same people that you are today, and the world will not be the same world that you're entering now. So Pete was really great. When he rolled with the punches pretty good. Even getting kicked out of the military academy, moving on to a new life. He genuinely saw that as an opportunity, and he really took full advantage of it. And I think that's one thing, kind of starting into adulthood and moving on. If there's anything I can guarantee you, it's that things will change, and be prepared for that. The best laid plans, right? And no matter where you think you're going to be or what you're going to be doing, prepare maybe to be doing something else. The other thing that I really admire of him, Pete, of anyone I've ever known, he enjoyed his life more than anyone else. From that very first day when we were all kind of beat down and tired and wanting to be somewhere else, he enjoyed his day. He enjoyed every day that he was there. I hate to say a little bit too much maybe, but every day to the fullest sort of a thing. Every opportunity, every experience, he would really take it to the full extent, and really someone that would enjoy his life. and something I would really encourage for you all. I know for myself sometimes it's very easy, you kind of get into the habit of tasks, and I need to accomplish this, I have this test coming up, I have this task I need to do, this event that I'm looking forward to, and your life becomes a kind of an endless kind of check the block list sort of thing, crossing stuff off and completing it, moving on to the next thing. And in a room full of high achievers, I imagine there's probably more than one or two of you who maybe kind of think that way, right? But I would definitely encourage you, slow down, enjoy every day as you're living it. Take full advantage, enjoy tonight, enjoy being with your parents, enjoy graduation here later this week. You know, every day is its own, you never get it back. So even while you're working hard in college, hopefully on, or moving on to bigger things, you know, enjoy every day that you're doing it. You know, be present, be in the moment, and kind of, you know, you never get those days back. So really pay attention to that. And so those are a couple of things that I really admired in him, and the things, if I were to give you any advice tonight, you know, enjoy your life as you're living it, and the best made plans, no matter how much you think you know where you're going to be flexible, roll with the punches, and you know, prepare for the unexpected, really. And with that, I really appreciate the work. Again, congratulations to you all, and look forward maybe to seeing one of you up here sometime in the next, you know, 20 years from now or so. But congratulations.
Dr. Backinson, thank you so much for your inspiring words and your service to our country. We will now begin the award ceremony, and the first award of the evening goes to the president of the class of 2022, Shahela Janatul. Next, we have the President of Student Council, Aline Cole. Mr. Hiltner is coming up again for additional awards.
Okay, it is my pleasure to introduce the following awards to you, award winners. The Sterling High School Board of Education Outstanding Achievement in Business, Caitlin Elizabeth O'Keefe. The Sterling Board of Education Outstanding Achievement in Mathematics to Madeline Falk. You're welcome. Sterling Board of Education Outstanding Achievement in Art to Carly Olivia Herman. Sterling Board of Education Outstanding Achievement in Social Studies, Tyler Johnston. Sterling Board of Education Outstanding Achievement in Vocal Music to Aline Cole. Sterling Board of Education Outstanding Achievement in Instrumental Music, Benjamin Michael Hoadley. Sterling Board of Education Outstanding Achievement in NJROTC, Maxwell Colin Lopez. Sterling Board of Ed Outstanding Achievement in Physical Education, Jameer Green. And my last award is the Sterling Board of Ed Promising Future Award to Tori Marie Wilsey.
Hi, I would like to give the Sterling Board of Education Achievement in in Achievement in Science to Michael Berkeley. I'd like to present the Sterling Board of Education Outstanding Achievement in World Language, Erin Elizabeth Carroll. I'd like to present Sterling Board of Education Outstanding Achievement in English, Sinjin Hakimi. I'd like to present the Sterling Board of Education Outstanding Achievement in Technology Education, John Hart Howard. I'd like to present the Sterling Board of Education Outstanding Achievement Family and Consumer Science, Robert Carter. I'd like to present the Sterling Board of Education Outstanding Achievement in Dramatic Art, Michaela Greco. I'd like to present the Sterling Board of Education Outstanding Achievement in Individual Education, Amber Marie Powell. I'd like to present the Sterling Board of Education Outstanding Achievement in STEM, Isabella Nicole D'Angelo. I'd like to present the Sterling Board of Education Achievement in Channel 19 TV, Cherie Cuffey. That's it for me.
The class of 2022 for Most Improved Student, Michael Delabuno. Accolade Scholarship for Exceptional Service, Carly Olivia Herman. Business Education Award of Excellence, Joseph Lomas. Joyce Marks Business Award, Michael Hanna. And the Class of 2022 Leadership Award, Azaria Saffold Randolph.
I'm going to give out several awards tonight. We're going to give out the Sterling Coaches Award, and these are voted on by the coaches for just the kids who do all the right things throughout the year. The first one's going to go to Vivian Rose Cesarano. The next award's going to go out to Kayla Franklin. The next award goes out to James Patrick Kelly. Next award goes out to Madison Klein. Okay. Next award goes out to Joseph Bertram Lomas. That's what it says. Come on. The next award goes out to Tori Marie Wilsey. I also have the honor tonight to give out 2 awards. We call this the Going the Extra Mile Award, just for kids who go above and beyond what it was normally asked for and happily do it. First award goes out to Kayla D'Angelo. Okay, and the final award here goes out to Maxwell Colin Lopez.
I am presenting 2 awards for the Sterling Education Association Scholarship. And the first award goes to Erin Elizabeth Carroll. And the second award goes to Matthew John Martin.
I'm here to present the award for the Freshman Class Award for a student in the top 3% of the class of 2022. It's Tori Wilsey. The Sophomore Class Award for a student in the top 3% of the class of 2022 is Faith Dixon. The Junior Class Award for a student in the top 3% of the class of 2022 is Michael Berkeley. The Male Colonial Conference Senior Athlete goes to Michael Berkeley. And the Female Colonial Conference Sportsmanship Award goes to Lena Wynn.
We have two additional awards. The Annual Colonial Conference Senior Athlete Female goes to Faith Dixon. And the Colonial Conference Senior Sportsmanship Male goes to Joseph Lomas.
Good evening. Tonight, I'm actually going to be presenting 3 different awards for the football team. The first one is Sterling Football Scholar Athlete Award, and that goes to Jeremiah Thompson. The next award I'm presenting is Sterling Football Captain's Award, and that's going to go to Trayvon Potts. He is not in attendance tonight. And finally, the last award is the Sterling Football Silver Knights Award, and that goes to Eric Shipley, who is also not in attendance tonight. Thank you.
It is my honor to introduce to you the top 20 students in the class of 2022. I'll ask that you hold your applause as I invite all of them to come to the stage and stand in the front. Michael Berkeley, Nathan Carmody, Aaron Carroll, Isabella D'Angelo, Faith Dixon, Madeline Falk, Jagger Gould, Michaela Greco, Ashley Harbert, Alexis Hatfield, Carly Herman, Shahela Janitul, Tyler Johnston, Emily Wynn, Lena Wynn, Leah Riley, Aziria Saffold Randolph, Greg Santilli, Kaylee Sheehan, Tori Wilsey. The top 20 of the class of 2022. Congratulations, you may be seated. Thank you.
The Camden County Board of Chosen Freeholders Best of Class Awards. First, Best Overall Student Award, Andrew Lloyd Tummings, Jr. Community Service Award, Maxwell Colin Lopez. Leadership Award, Isabella Nicole D'Angelo. Most Courageous Student Award, Rose to Sarah. Most Improved Student Award, Kevin Stubbs, Jr. Performing Arts Student Award, Michaela Greco. School Spirit Award, Matthew John Martin.
I have the honor of announcing the Stratford Board of Education Awards for top-ranking students. There are two. The first is Emily Wynn. The second recipient is Tori Wilsey. The Hynella Board of Education Award for the highest ranking student from Hynella goes to Rachel Bauer. And the Summerdale Board of Education Award to the top ranking male and female from Summerdale. The first winner is Michael Berkeley. And the second recipient is Faith Dixon.
The Magnolia Board of Education Mary McGarvey Award for the highest ranking student from Magnolia is Gregory Santilli. The Magnolia Scholarship from the MESA, Gregory Santilli. The second Magnolia Scholarship from the MESA, Ariel Logan. The highest ranking school choice student male, Joseph Lomez. The highest ranking school choice student female, Madeline Falk.
The Laurel Springs Board of Education Award for the highest ranking student goes to Isabel Nicole D'Angelo.
The Borough of Laurel Springs Award for highest ranking student from Laurel Springs goes to Isabella Nicole D'Angelo. And the Borough of Laurel Springs Award for the second highest ranking student from Laurel Springs goes to Raina Page Pelkak.
The Slummerdale Democrat Committee Scholarship goes to Adam Thomas Liger.
On behalf of the Sterling Foundation for Education, I am proud to present 2 awards. One to Aline Cole. And the second is Jeremiah Thompson.
The Magnolia Democrat Award goes to, for students showing the most leadership and community service, goes to Emily Grace Krause.
Okay, I'd like to present, where are we at on here? The Jean Prendergast Carr Memorial Scholarship to Kaylee Sheehan. There are 2 winners for the Scotty Fund, Azaria Saffold Randolph. And James Zingaro. The Stratford Dental Center Award, Shahela Janatul.
Good evening. On behalf of the Stratford Fire Company, I'm up here to present the next 2 awards for the Stratford Fire Company Scholarship. Our first award going to Melody Milutinovic. Who is not in attendance tonight. Our next award to Matthew John Martin. Thank you.
Guys, I'd just like to state before I announce the winner of the Sterling High School Tennis Scholarship that I am filling in tonight for Coach Rob Strauss, who was unable to be here, but it did mean a lot for him, so we're keeping him in our thoughts that he was unable to attend tonight. But the winner of the Sterling High School Tennis Scholarship, we have two of them. We have Lena Wynn. And our second winner is Sydney Redfern.
Good evening. I'm here representing the PFC Daniel Giordano Detachment of the Marine Corps League, and I'm proud to present two $1,000 scholarships. First, Daniel J. Giordano III was born in Hynella, New Jersey. He graduated from the Sterling Regional High School in 1968. He joined the U.S. Marine Corps in August of that year and was later sent to Vietnam in January of 1969. Some 5 months later, Danny died of injuries sustained in a helicopter crash on May 18, 1969. In his honor, the Daniel Giordano Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 for exemplary service in the High School Reserve Officers Training Corps is awarded to Alexander Brandley. Nicholas Tolomeo, a Marine Corps veteran, was a charter member of the PFC Daniel Giordano Detachment. He was a longtime Summerdale councilman and was very involved in Sterling High School activities as well as community activities. In his honor, the Nicholas Tolomeo Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 for exemplary community involvement is awarded to Lee Rose Riley.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mike Sheridan. My wife and I are Sterling High School graduates in 1975, lifelong Magnolia residents, and our children went here too. Tonight, we'd like to congratulate. I'm part of the Stout Scholarship Fund, and we are giving some awards tonight. And I would like to congratulate all the students here up tonight. You did a great job. And I would also like to thank the parents too, because you have a lot of skin in this game as well. And to the faculty and staff, you're a big part of the success, and we'd like to thank you too. So for any of the students here who haven't given out a lot of thank yous yet, the parents and staff, you got a lot of catching up to do, all right? Make sure you take care of that before you get your diploma. From our scholarship committee, we want to thank Mr. Sheehan and Mr. Claiborne and also Mrs. Yambri for all their support and assistance to make this possible. This is the 10-year anniversary for the Stout Scholarship. In 2013, we gave out $2,500 to two students. Since 2013, we have given out over $50,000 in scholarship money. So we're pretty happy about that. One thing is, I just wanted to share this with the students and staff. About 75% of the money, we really don't know who gives it to us. It comes from alumni. We get together once a year in the fall, and then we just pass the hat around, and people just chip in money to our fund, even though we're a legit 501c3. A lot of the money just comes from cash, and the money really comes from Sterling High School alumni. So I think this is a great thing, and we're giving out over $8,000 tonight. I just wanted to share something about Mr. Stout. If you didn't know him, he was a devoted teacher and coach at Sterling High School for over 30 years. He was a Spanish teacher. He was a football and wrestling coach. He was also a Stratford Swim Club coach, and he was a master motivator. And one thing about him is that he considered, even though he's a teacher, he considered the football field or the wrestling mat as a classroom. He was the consummate teacher. He was devoted, a master motivator, and he basically told you what you needed to hear, not what you wanted to hear. One or two quick examples about him was in Spanish, like sometimes, I don't know if you guys still do it now, but sometimes it would make you write out your shoe verbs, and you had to write all the tenses and everything, and he would say, okay, homework, I want you to write your tenses out 5 times. And then he might find you in the hallway the next day and say, hey, you turned in your homework 5 times. And you say, yes, sir. And he'd turn around and say, well, such and such wrote them out 10 times. And then he would just turn around and walk away. And then pretty soon, students like you guys, we were all competing with each other. And now all of a sudden, he taught us how to exceed expectations, which he was just getting us ready for life. Like I said, he was just a master motivator. I'm going to go back real quick to November of 1971. There were no lights out on the football field. We practiced all the way back. You couldn't see anything. It's after daylight savings time. We lost a football game freshman year, and we didn't play well. That was Monday. On Tuesday, we got off the field at 9:30 at night. No lights, no anything, and we were taught, not that we lost, but we didn't play up to our expectations. And it was a lesson that we learned, and from then on, we really didn't lose much after that November night. Okay, lesson learned. And then the next lesson is I go home and tell Mom how long practice was, and just looked at me and said, you shouldn't have lost. All right, so Mr. Stout had the parents brainwashed too. So we think so highly of him. And so really for us, it's an honor to give this award out. And we are so proud to be part of the Sterling High School alumni and family. So at this time, if you could hold your applause until I call all 6 up, and then you can hold your applause till then. So our award winners are Isabella Nicole D'Angelo, Madeline Falk, Matthew John Martin, Alexandra Mudry, Kaylee Sheehan, and Tori Marie Wilsey. Congratulations.
All right, good evening. The first award I'm going to announce has 2 recipients. The first recipient of the Jefferson Health System Award is Faith Dixon. The second recipient is Madeline Falk. The next award, Magnolia Historical Society Award, goes to Gregory Santilli. The Richard Hardenborough Scholarship in Academic Excellence goes to Michelle Milutinovic, who's not here this evening. And the Jennifer Persia Memorial Scholarship to Isabella Nicole D'Angelo.
Evening. My name is Dan Cameron. On behalf of my family, we're giving a scholarship out in remembrance of my dad, James Cameron. We give this to 2 students from Stratford that are best all around. They're proceeding some type of further education, 4-year, 2-year, whatever it may be. Just a little background, my dad was an educator for over 30 years, served on the Sterling Board of Ed for however many years, and the Stratford School Board for over 30 years as well. So for this year, the recipients, congrats to all the seniors, by the way. This year's recipients are Aaron Carroll and James Zingaro, sorry. Congrats, guys. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I'm here to represent the Knights of Columbus at Holy Family Branch 7800. I'm the Interact Advisor here at Sterling, and these awards tonight have to deal with community service and members of the Interact Club. The recipients of the Knights of Columbus Award are Hannah Adikdogum and Najee Lewis. Najee is not here tonight because she's attending her sister's graduation. Okay. The second award I'm giving is in memory of my late husband, Bruce. It's also to 2 members of the Interact Club, Leah Riley and Lena Nguyen. And the last, I'm also a member of the Whitehorse Rotary, and our scholarship is given to Elaine Cole and Maddie Falk.
Oh, we can do it together?
Yeah, I guess.
why
I
not?
don't know. Thank you. Sorry.
There are 2 recipients to the Joseph Cogan Scholarship. The first recipient is Tori Wilsey. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The second recipient is Matthew Martin.
At this time, I'm going to honor the top 10 ranking seniors. Mr. Scully has a blanket that he will give me to give them. I'm going to ask that they all come up and hold your applause till the end, and then we'll get a picture of the group once they're all here. We have Emily Wynn, Faith Dixon, Madeline Falk, Tori Marie Wilsey, Leah Rose Riley, Michael Berkeley, Lena Nguyen, Shahela Janatul, Alexis Nicole Hatfield, and Carly Olivia Herman. Congratulations.
On behalf of Sterling High School and our Board of Education, it is my honor to introduce you, our salutatorian to the class of 2022, Miss Faith Dixon. Faith will receive an honor award certificate. She is the Sterling High School Board of Education plaque for salutatorian and the Albert L. Williams Jr. Memorial Scholarship awarded by the Board of Education. And for the Sterling High School Class of 22 in Community and Family, the 2022 Valedictorian Award goes to Emily Wynn. Emily receives an honor award certificate, Sterling High School Board of Education plaque for valedictorian, the Frank H. Vinnell III Memorial Scholarship, the Elwood C. and Mary B. Reed Memorial Scholarship awarded by the Board of Education to Miss Emily Wynn. Mrs. Robin Considine to end our evening. Thank you.
Just to reiterate what Mr. Claiborne said in the beginning, I just want to thank all of our sponsors, our Board of Education, the administrative team, the guidance department, staff, students, parents, for all of your help. This evening would not be possible if we did not have the hard work of all the individuals that I noted. So thank you, everyone, for this wonderful evening. Congratulations, students. Best of luck in the future. Thank you.